and my guest is the incredibly talented band Amoth. I've actually been listening to Hour of the Wolf to prep. Like that's such a terrible, terrible job just to listen to one of you guys' albums. Congrats on your newest release, guys.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Yeah. So the Hour of the Wolf, I remember like the concept of an Hour of the Wolf. It's like the long dark, like it's like a dark hour of the soul. Is that kind of like the motivation for putting this album together?
Yeah, it's a inspiration for the song, but it's not a like team album. It's every song is its own song, but for the song, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely for the song. So yeah. So then, like for the whole album, like I said, I'm just listening. Like this was my morning. I got to listen to some of your album. Like it's a terrible thing to have to listen to your album in the morning. Let me tell you, it's actually a great. It's like I woke up, I was like, oh gee, I have to listen to Amoth this morning. Darn, right? But
it takes time and patience, and there's many things going on. So
yeah, well, like you guys are European. Like the cool thing I love about like the European metal scene is you guys put a lot of layers into your music. Like by and large, you just put an incredible lot of layers. So if you don't mind my asking you guys, like when you started did you go to again, were you classically trained or were you trained in music before you got into metal, or are you just emulating a lot of the other bands that have come before you?
Basically, if I speak for myself, first I started playing, just playing. I bought guitar and played some Iron Maiden and Metallica and whatever. And
when you were younger,
when I was a teenager or something, but then later on, I went into music schools and everything. So
yeah, you are trained. And how about you?
Yeah,
yes.
Me too.
Yeah.
Sorry, playing. Actually, I started with classical singing, and then go to bass.
Okay, yeah. That's cool. No, that's really cool. I have a theory about European metal in that there's almost a lot of classical music undertones in a lot of the metal that's out there. It actually adds a nice depth to it. It's like you guys are big fans of the music that came before you. That's basically the biggest thing I've noticed in like European music. It's like you guys follow it's like when I write a story for a novel, I'm following some of my favorite stories. I take a look at some of my favorite stories, and I'm emulating them in some way or another. Like I did a Alice in Wonderland story, right, with Greek mythology. I mashed Alice in Wonderland with Greek mythology, so I'm honoring two different story structures, and I'm creating something new. I almost again, just from an influence standpoint, just like you guys seem to do the same thing. You honor what comes before you, and then you add your own touch to your own music.
Yeah. But it's unconscious. We don't think about it like
no.
Consciously happens. So, and there's all kinds of. I myself love like 80s metal is my thing, but there's like many other influences because I have played like classical jazz. I have played in many big bands, and so all those things are combined when I'm making a song. So.
Yeah, absolutely. We are the sum of our influences. Okay, I gotta ask, what 80s metal? I gotta ask. King of the Diamond, yeah, totally.
Iron Maiden, Metallica, Megadeth,
Judas
Wasp, Accept. Those kind of. What else? Judas Priest. Yeah.
Good stuff. Okay, so I gotta admit, my 80s metal guilty pleasure is Manowar. Like they're my 80s metal. Yeah, they're my.
Yeah, Pekka, the singer on the album, he's a big Manowar fan. So
maybe you can.
Yeah. No, I just that's my like for the 80s metal, like Maiden's the bomb, like Megadeth, Judas Priest, they're all great, but my little like guilty, it's like I love like these guys are always fun to listen to. They're just over the top, right? And I really dig that. How about you? I'm sorry, I should formally introduce myself, but just for the you got Josh, and you guys are just to introduce to the audience.
I'm Tommy from Amoth, and
okay.
Anne, you can call me Anne or Anne, up to you.
Okay, no. So I'm just gonna ask Anne. How about you? What were your like? Again, you started off as you say you classic training, went to bass. Like, what did you listen to? What are your influences?
When I was a teenager, Iron Maiden was a big influence, maybe the biggest. When I started to think about that, I want to play in band. Maybe Iron Maiden was the thing, and the album was Fear of the Dark.
Okay.
What made me make this decision that I want to play bass in heavy metal band.
That's awesome. Like that's no, just like I said, it's just cool to see where stuff comes from and where you go. So you guys, so like when did you guys like make the like when did you guys meet somewhere and just formed a band, or did you guys go in a whole bunch of other bands before you found each other?
Yeah, this
This happened like 20 years ago.
Yeah. Hey, yeah, I know.
This band was originally called Withered, the name of the band, and we had some songs, but then we like split. We were teenager, but then later with Anne we formed Amoth, and like they took it more seriously, not just drinking and playing, but took it more seriously and decided to make CDs, albums. So that's how it started back in the day.
Yeah.
Like Tommy composed all the songs, and
that's really cool.
We practiced the songs that Tommy composed.
And then we just looked for members. We were at the music school at that time in Kokkola, but we didn't find, which is strange, we didn't find players from music school. Because they were like totally different genre, like pop only, or no one played metal or that kind of thing. So, but then we moved to Helsinki and found.
Oh no, you get there's a huge following of metal in Finland. I know that.
Yeah, so that's how it started with the session players, except for us.
Yeah, so but you became something. Okay, so I'm gonna ask this. This might again. This is from 20 years ago, and I'm sorry. We'll get to the day eventually. I promise. What I'm really curious about is this. Again, the idea of taking your art seriously. Like when you first started, like you admitted to yourself, like you weren't maybe ready or you weren't taking it as seriously. Like, was there like a conscious like? It takes guts to take your music, your sound, and your work, and putting it out there to the world, and believing that it like. And taking it serious enough to make it take your passion and make it a career. So what I'm asking is like, what was that moment where you decided like, I can do this and I will do this? And then that when you guys decided to shift gears and take it seriously?
I think for me I was at the conservatory at that time studying music. So I think that was a thing.
Same time in same school.
Yeah, I think that was the like a turning point.
Okay.
Because I was playing more seriously, so I took then my songwriting and band more seriously. So I think that was it.
Yeah.
No, that's fair. Kudos to you. By the way, seriously, kudos to you because it's not an easy path. Like again, it's like people go, you're an artist, like you're a musician, you're a writer, whatever the case may be. Like you have to build your following, and it's a testament to you guys. Congratulations on 20 years, and congratulations on just keep on going. I mean, it's amazing.
We will. It has not been easy, but we are not giving up. So.
well, no, and that's I honestly massive respect to both of you for that. Like, again, it's following a dream is it's an amazing journey, but for a lot of people that don't do it, it's hard. Right, because again, taking it seriously means you're doing it something with it every single day. Usually playing, but also business booking. You have to talk to me. I mean, I know it's a difficult thing, but
it has a lot to it. So
yeah, absolutely. So kudos. All right, so let's get to now. All right. Well, like I said, your album's awesome. Like I really I'm enjoying it right now. It's like I said, I enjoyed Hour of the Wolf. I'm just like I said, been listening to it from a couple of sites there. Just like, yeah, you guys sound like you had a lot of fun putting this one together.
Yeah, it was a long process again because I had the songs ready, and then we actually changed singers at some point. So that's why it took so long. We rehearsed these songs already with the previous singer, but then it just didn't work with him, and we split, and then we had to find singer again. So then Pekka came again to the.
Yeah. Pekka's already sing for us another album before our first album, actually.
So you got to reunite with somebody. So was it seamless having him come back?
How did it went? It was. I think he was in a position like he had a band back then, Judas Avenger, and they had just split the band, and he was like free. He didn't have a band, so he came here to sing the album. That's how it went. So he had like free. He didn't have any bands. So yeah, so
that's cool.
I know him from a long time. We were in the same music school at 2001 probably. So I know him from back there. So
yes. So you are finding bands from your music school. It just took a long time to find them.
Yeah, it's
all good. No, it's cool. Yeah. So besides the struggles of it sounds like just getting the right people to put this album together.
Yeah.
Like how has it been for you guys with the pandemic? Like has it been easy to get your stuff out there? I don't know how it works in Europe compared to here. Like here, there's been a struggle with music getting out and doing stuff. I was wondering with there, is it when the pandemic happened? Obviously, you didn't do shows. Did you find like stuff like Twitch? Did you find stuff like channels like that, places like this, obviously to be interviewed? Just is this how you've been getting your music out there in the last little bit, or have you been able to perform in front of people at various points?
We didn't do any shows during this pandemic because we did this album.
Okay.
So
yeah,
we didn't have gigs anyway.
Okay, so for you guys, it's unique. You were already kind of working on your own stuff anyway, so it didn't affect you in the director group of going out and doing shows because you were working on this album.
Yeah, it was like that. So we didn't have any shows. We were mixing and recording and whatever this album. So, but there wouldn't be gigs anyway because many bars and places are closed. So
still are.
So and still are closed. So there's not much options.
No, I got you. Although it looks like you guys are going to get some luck, except from what I've read, you guys are ending restrictions there very soon. So.
Yeah, soon. Yeah, so hopefully summer is looking promising, and we have some gigs and news coming about the summer. But yeah, it looks promising. Let's hope it stays like this.
I do think like the mandates era, we're coming to the end. I don't know about what you guys are over there. I mean, it's the only COVID talk we're going to have, but I think we've all kind of come to a consensus that the mandates suck. Like we've all come to that consensus, and I think like just based on what I'm seeing, everybody just wants to like we'll live with it. Like I think that's the universal answer, regardless of what people do. Like we'll live with it. Can we just get back to like
yeah. So.
Yeah,
the gigs are coming later. Hopefully at summer.
Yeah,
so,
no, I mean,
looking at.
I wish I could go. I mean, that'd be really cool to actually go. Like, I've always wanted to do a European metal festival. It'd be kind of like just a fun thing to do. Living in Canada isn't the easiest thing to do, but no, I mean, in one sense, you guys had great timing. In actually one sense, Yeah. No.
You say like that, so.
Yeah, no, because I know because I've interviewed other metal bands and they've been trying to do stuff during this time, and it's been like, what the hell? But you almost, I'm not gonna say you escaped it completely, but you missed the stressful part.
Yeah.
So
the only thing was that mixing got delayed because just when we were starting to mix. The pandemic came, so everyone was like panicking, and so it delayed like a few months.
Mm.
It delayed the mix.
No, totally no.
Everyone was like, "Oh, we can't go anywhere. We can't go to studio together or anything." So
Yeah.
it took time before, you know.
And then that machine broke. And
No,
Yeah,
no, totally. So I guess I got ask this then. Have you guys, like, obviously you've been busy recording other stuff. Other bands have been making decisions to perform and interact with their fans on platforms like Twitch, like what you're doing right now, talking to me, right? Are you guys then going to be doing what some bands have been doing? Is you'll do like recordings, like maybe some performances exclusively on platforms like Twitch as well going forward? Or do you want to go just back? Obviously, not maybe when you're doing so many live shows, but in your downtime, quote unquote.
We have a video coming up, like a rehearsal thing. So that's what we're planning to do next.
Okay.
Like play a song in our rehearsal place and
we
like make a video.
We shoot the video in our rehearsal place where we
normally. Oh, cool. So are you guys creating the video yourselves, or are you getting some outside help?
We are getting outside help, like.
Totally.
Yeah, no, it's cool. I'm just like, it's cool. I'm always curious about this. Like I said, obviously things changed, and I just was curious, like, what you've been able to, if you have explored anything, if you've done it. But honestly, in one sense, I envy you guys completely. You've just been able to focus on your music in a very, very tough time. Yeah. No,
that's what we're doing, the video thing next, and then let's hope that we can start doing gigs.
Yeah,
and promote this album.
Composed new songs. So.
Yeah, no, I think you're going to be in luck of both factors. Just something, like I said, maybe I'm being personally optimistic, but I get the impression that we're not. COVID's always going to be here. I think, but that all said, I think most countries, like I said, are just going to say, you know what, it's done. We got to move on and live. I kind of get that. I get that feeling. Like I think most of us have hit that consensus of, you know what, we'll just take our chances, and I think that's just where we're at.
Yeah. It has to end at some point. So
yeah, and that's not. Yeah,
we can live like this. This damage things if we live like this.
Absolutely. Oh, trust me, I know. I'm in Canada with the trucker convoy right now. I'm sure you've heard of it. So it's just trust me, you guys, like, we know what it's like when things go too far. That's where we're at right now. And So. But we're a younger country. You guys are an older country. You kind of have your own way set of how you guys do things comparatively to us. So I just feel like it. I wouldn't say necessarily more peaceful, cooperative. It's just you're an older country and you've seen this shit before. So it's just for you guys. It's like, this sucks, but there will be a time for this and then it'll be over. Here, we've never experienced anything like this. So yeah. All right, let's get away from the COVID crap, because I don't think neither of us really wanted to come here to talk about it. No. So okay. Well, sorry about this. I'll say it like this: are you excited to actually really properly be able to promote this album?
Actually, what promote or what?
They go out on tour again, go do the videos, go do everything you do. You're gonna get a chance to normally do what most. But
Yes.
We are anxiously waiting to
get outside.
Yeah.
We're getting the fuck outside again. So the first. Okay, so I'll ask this: Perfect world, where do you first perform your album, like your new stuff? Like, where do you want? Like, there had to be places where you guys were that you love to perform at, and they're going to be opening up again soon.
In our home country or any country?
Actually, we'll start with just your home country, because I think, again, even though I do think mandates are going to be over, I think it'll start small. Like, it'll be locally at first. And then eventually everybody will be figuring out how to travel again properly. So I'm assuming you're going to start locally in your country or in your neighboring countries. I could see that too. So where, like where would you like? What are you most looking forward to performing? And
I think
Summer
Yeah.
festivals.
festivals
Yeah.
because there's like many festivals.
And summer in Finland.
Yeah, like every weekend. So
uh-huh.
those are the places to go.
So
Like
is it
thousands of people, and so we are looking for the festivals.
okay? So what's your favorite
That's,
one to
that's
perform at? If you have, do you have one?
uh, what would it be? Probably Tuska. It's the
Oh,
biggest one also.
Metal festival.
it's a
Also,
big
also of course, Nummirok is pretty big, and
okay.
metal only. Those are kind of metal only festivals. Then it's
Oh,
like other festivals, but they have like all kind of genres. So I say those two, Tuska and Nummirok,
okay.
because they are focused on metal. So yeah,
Yeah. All right. That sounds.
here in Finland, I mean.
You know, I am a little jealous that you have those kind of things. Like again, we have.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I listen. Like I said, I think just on a personal note, I'm stuck in Canada for another probably this year. Let's be honest. With everything comes to an end, even this year, it's going to be a little while before everything really starts rolling again, right?
Yeah.
But next year it'll really roll again. Next year I'll come out and I'll watch you perform. I will sing very terribly your music in the crowd. I'm going to be very bored. It'll be
I'm at the front
terrible.
row then.
Yeah. So I'll come out and I'll say, "Hey, do you remember me?" And you'll probably like, "No." It's like no, but we'll have a good time anyway. And that's cool. Like that's kind of like I said, life will. I think, yeah, life comes back. It's just yeah, like yeah. I think this year it's probably going to be very much. I just feel mostly local, some
Yeah,
neighboring
yeah.
countries, mostly local this year. And that's not a bad thing. Even that, getting out there and just performing in front of your crowd, your home crowd, it's still got to be a cool feeling. So,
Yeah. Totally looking forward to it. So
yeah, yeah.
yeah,
Okay,
that,
so
but
you
yeah,
brought,
it's looking promising
yeah.
in the
So
coming summer. So
yes. So
so
so on you mentioned in like other places. So what other like I may not be this year, but you will get that opportunity at some point. Where do you want to perform beyond your country? Both you can answer this obviously.
Wacken, how do you say Wacken? Do you say it like that?
In
Zach.
In
Germany.
Germany,
Oh, okay. Germany,
you know
yeah.
the big metal festival. So that would be
Yes.
And all
oh,
kind of metal festivals in Europe. So and
Yeah.
everywhere.
No, it's all good. So, all metal festivals.
and also that would be great. That what's the cruise thing? The 70 tons of metal. Is it in
Yeah.
Maiden or somewhere there? So
Have you done that? Have you done that? Have
no,
you
but
done?
would be cool.
Yeah.
Narrow list.
Yeah,
Yeah. So put it out to the universe. Amoth
yeah,
wants to go on a 70,000 pounds of metal? Is that what
yeah.
it's
So
called?
something like
Like that, yeah.
70 tons of metal, or so something like that.
Yeah. So that cruise, if you're listening to this show, book them. They're really
Yeah,
good.
cool. You won't be disappointed.
No, you won't. Like I said, no. I hope it all happens. I really do. I think you guys will get there before we do, but it will. I think. Like I said, I think that everything's gonna slowly shift the other way now.
Yeah.
Yeah. That okay. So okay, that's cool. Like looking forward to performing again. Looking forward to like getting in front of an audience. So I gotta ask them this. Like, is that obviously making the music is creative, but it also can have its struggles. What's harder for you guys, creating the music or performing it in front of people? I mean, obviously you enjoy both for different reasons, but I imagine like the rehearsals and getting ready in front of an audience there's a lot of prep to it.
Yeah, especially when our songs are quite difficult. Probably quite much layers there. Stuff to learn
Yes.
for every member of in band.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Say which one is harder?
Yeah, it's
I don't know. There are so different things. So I don't know.
No, it's fair. No, it's fair. I just thought I'd ask. Like, I just thought I like again your approach. Like, there's definitely there's a high of like being on a stage and play and just performing in front of a crowd who wants to be there and they're into everything you're doing and you're able to kind of play with those emotions. That's a cool little high. At the same time, there's also a cool little high creating something brand new, right? Or something that's like, hey, this is real. This is cool shit, right? Like that's also fun. And as a musician, as a band, you get both highs, all right? Just at different times, right?
I enjoy both, so I don't find them difficult.
Yeah.
So the tip of the iceberg. To show all the work is done when you go there, and you only see that. You only see that.
Oh no, absolutely no. Everything is preparation. Like everything is like when it comes right down to it, when you're going out there and you're putting on a show or a performance, all the work is in the prep. When you actually get to the show itself, it's fun because you everything you did
already rehearsed and
if you are, as you say, you take it seriously, like that's it, you bust your ass in the prep, you work on it, probably beat yourself up a little bit when you miss shit, but at the same time, it's like when you finally get out there, it's like it's good. Like, oh wow, this is fun. This is why I did all this rehearsal.
It's
sort of
I enjoy playing live. It's
and again, I'm only still touching a tip. Like that's the work of putting the music together, not just the business aspects and everything else that goes with it. But that's the bread and butter of what you do. You wake up, you play something every day. Whether you make music or not, you have to keep your muscle memory sharp.
Yeah. Takes a lot, especially with these songs.
Yes.
Takes a lot of like constant playing and.
So
it's not enough that you practice. You need to practice that with the whole band. So you play together seamlessly.
Seamlessly, yeah.
Yes, it's all good. It's all good. So I should ask this: is English your second language?
Second, yeah.
You heard it.
Both? No. By the way, super impressive. Honestly,
Thanks.
I know it. I listen. Much respect. English is a pain in the ass to learn. It is a pain in the ass to fucking. No, I'm serious. Like I speak English. Like our language makes no sense at all. Like it just doesn't. Like we have words in there that's like, and then there's like the little intonations of where to use these words. It's harder than any other language. Like your language is beautiful. You're naturally right.
Yeah, it was a dry Finnish.
Yeah. No, but it also has rules. Like again, it has its rules of how it works, and you have your irregularities. Every language does, but your shit makes sense. Mine makes no sense. Like it makes.
This language. Too many rules.
Yeah. So I mean, both of you, honestly. So again, I'm not no patron. This doesn't mean like it's hard, and you guys have done a really good job. So
it's taught here in the schools from the pretty early age. I mean English. So
under 10 years.
Yeah. So I think almost every Finn speaks pretty good and understands English. So because it's taught in schools. So.
No, we have something similar in Canada with French. Like I'm a national English speaker. Je parle français comme ci comme ça. Je ne parle pas français. And like then on, like 20-25 years, I haven't spoken it regularly, but I still remember pieces of it. I can still swear in it, which is important, as you well know. Swearing in a language.
Most important words.
Yeah, that's right. There's two things. There's two things you have to do whenever you go anywhere. You got to learn how to swear. Maybe I get you guys to swear at me and finish, so I can actually learn something. I learned a new word. But at the same time, like you swear, but also food. Like when you travel anywhere, it's really it's learning all the bad words so you can actually have fun with the people around you. And then it's also the food. It's the fact that you get to try something very different.
Yeah, it was like a tour that we did in 2017. Like
in Europe.
In Europe.
Eastern Europe.
Yeah, in few countries, and nowhere anyone spoke English. So we used like a Google Translator, and it transformed it into that language. And then I showed that to people like wherever, like getting food or looking for a place to put the car. I just put in the phone,
Yeah.
because no one spoke. That was kind of fun and strange experience because we are used to it that almost everyone speaks English. So it was kind of strange. No one spoke English, so
They only knew one word.
yeah.
Ketchup.
Yeah, they don't know ketchup at McDonald's. So
No, totally. I get that. No, like when I like back in back in our day before all the Google translates, like we'd have people coming in from other countries speaking their language, so you have to like point at stuff, ask a question, and they give you an answer in their tongue, and you go and you repeat it. It's like, so they say something to you, it's like, yeah, and then they nod their heads like, okay, cool, we now know a word, right? So that's pretty much, that used to be how you did it. And when you knew enough words, like I said, then you go up to them, hey, can you teach me your bad words? And then all of a sudden they get the same. But no, this works. It still does to this day. Can you teach me your bad words? You get this like impish grin from this like, oh, I can't do that. It's like, oh, but come here, I'll show you one. And then the next thing you know, you've made a friend, right? Because they think right, that you've made a friend, because now what they've done is that you let them call you an asshole in their own language, and it's a beautiful thing, and it's wonderful. And then suddenly you have a buddy. That's how it used to. Now, it sounds like Google Translate does take half the fun away. And again, makes total sense. You want to know what your car is. You want to know where you're going to eat. Yeah. Totally. But again, you missed learning the terrible words that made human bonding such a possible thing.
At first we didn't like use it. We just were trying to like, but we didn't get pretty far. So at some point, I have the phone, so let's use the
totally. Yeah. And again, in all fairness, you're only in, like, sometimes when you're on tour, you're only in a place for at maybe a couple days at most. So you don't have a lot of time. Like, in all fairness, like, you don't have a lot of time. We gotta get food. We're here. We gotta eat. We gotta rehearse, and then and then you guys, like, I don't know if you guys have the habit of not using your voice. Some performers don't use their voice very much on the day of the show. Everybody's a little different, obviously, on that. But whatever your personal prep is, you do that day. You might eat again before the show, and then you perform, and then you leave. Right. And then you leave, and then you leave. You might get a little interaction with your fans and people after your show. It depends on how late you are when you open. Right. And if you're right. But either way, then you go to the next town, and then all of a sudden it's like, and then it's like, oh God, they don't speak English there either.
And drive to the next city.
Yeah, exactly. And then you're like, oh God damn, they can't speak English here either. This is going to be fun. Hey, They got the phone.
Yeah, it was like that. So,
but we survived.
No, hey, it's right. Like I said. So besides English, do you guys speak other? Obviously, because you travel so much and you tour, do you speak other languages as well besides Finnish and English?
You have learned some
Italian words, and some Spanish words.
Okay. No, I got you.
I speak only Finnish and English, so.
No. Hey, 2 languages is still impressive, man. Again, you learned English, which was the biggest pain in the ass. So it's I mean,
some Swedish, but I don't use it, so I have forgotten.
That's like me. So. That's like me with Spanish. I can do a beer, cerveza, and then that's pretty much it. And then that's pretty much it. Well, I can do a little bit more, but it's okay because I speak French. What happens with me when I speak Spanish or French? Sometimes I shift to the other language because they're so close. And then it's like, and sometimes I'll listen to, I'll do it like not realizing it for like a minute. Then it hits me. Ah, shit! I went to the other language. Right? It's like, right. I don't know if that's ever happened to you, but like it happens to me. It's just like you speak. It's like, ah, shit! I screwed up. Okay, where did I actually go to this language? Rhinebeck. Okay, I think it's here. I think it's here. That's what happens because French and Spanish are close. They're not the same, but they're close, right? So yeah, so they're close. So it's easy to maybe it's just one of my little quirks. I just shift without actually really thinking about it. So, all right, but all right, terrible language stuff aside here. So when we're gonna go back to making of this album real quick. When you make this, do you go into like an album like this, obviously with some kind of concept, but like because you've been around for a long time?
Yeah.
Do you look like when you create new music, do you look to challenge yourself in some way? Are you looking to have fun in some way that you haven't done? Because you need both as an artist. You need like to push yourself in some places, but you also need to have like you got to enjoy what you're doing. Otherwise, there's no fucking point in doing it. So it's kind of like so because you've made albums in the past, a lot of albums in the past, like so when you look at a new one, it's like do you have something? Is it about having something new to say? Is it about pushing yourself, challenging yourself to create something new and different? Or is it having fun or a little combination of all of that?
I don't think about those kind of things. I just make songs that come out. I don't think about I make now like a long progressive song or easy song, or I just something comes out and I make it. So that's basically how I work with the songs. So
you just fucking do it. Yeah.
Yeah, I just then it is what it is. So
okay, hey, that's
how I work.
And
I don't plan the songs or anything. I just whatever comes out. So that's what it is.
So you just experiment then. Like you just go, hey, I'll try something. You'll try something then.
But what we did do consciously with this album was from the very beginning we made it clear that we have to make a better production with this album. So that was the main like a thing to make it sound better.
No,
everything, guitars, drums, everything, mastering, all that was like very focused on this album because we wanted to bring it to next level, like production wise. So yeah, that was the thing. That was the thing with this album. So
I understand that, and going back to something you said very earlier about you take your work seriously. So it's about making sure it's the absolute best it can be when it's finally out there.
Yeah.
So
that's what the focus on this whole album to make it.
There's no use to put something out that's made of like in half-life. I don't know. Can I use that?
Yeah, go ahead. No, use it. Listen, you're the guest on the show, right? You can say whatever the heck you want.
Say whatever you want.
Yeah, you can say whatever you want. If I don't understand it, the only thing I might just go is I might raise my hand. Can you explain it to me? I'm slow. I'm from Canada. Just don't, right? But
I try to say that there's no use to make an album, record, or something, and you are not satisfied to that, and then you publish that. Why?
Or release, yeah.
No, I told.
You need to be happy with your product.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I totally respect part of my interactivity.
I can't find your art.
Yeah. So, and that's like a very, very important to me as a songwriter. So, I put a lot of time and effort into lyrics when I'm writing lyrics. So, I don't just write something. I like, if I don't have anything to say, I don't write anything. So that's like how I do it. So I take it very seriously with the lyrics, because for me, whenever I listen music, lyrics are very important to me. So that's how I try to also make my own songs. I mean, with the lyrics. No, but I have something to say and concentrate very, very much on those lyrics. So
no, I had a thought about the both of you because you've been together for so long, You push each other in good ways. Like I can see it because you again. No, I know. I like this is just a little observation, just from. I hope. It is on.
Little connection.
Yeah, no, it came back. It just came back.
Okay,
I'll repeat what I said. Yeah, we are true. I mean, we are about like 5,000 miles away from each other.
Yeah,
I'm actually. It's gonna happen. Thanks for understanding. What I was gonna say is, you two, just based on just listening to you guys for a little bit. Now, obviously, I don't know you guys very well at all. We just literally met on for the stream, but you both take pride in your work. You both have a really strong sense of pride. So you push each other, I think, because you are both always striving for your absolute best. So for both, and you both do this because neither of you will allow the other person anything less. And it brings out the best in both of you. Is that accurate, or am I, on something?
You're the first one who said that, so I really want to think about that.
Oh, geez.
Yeah.
My phone has been evil. I'm sorry.
Your mom is calling.
Yeah, no, there's something. No, I just no, because I got that sense, like something that you mentioned to me at the very beginning, and it just clicked. You guys have your own way of how you guys do, like you, right, are an experimenter. You like experiment. I haven't talked about her process yet, but I don't know if it's similar. Like, do you experiment? Like, do you just play stuff like he does, or are you more meticulous? But either way, right, you both have a way of doing things that bring out the best in both of you. She pushes you with her sounds. You push her with your words and your own and your stuff as well. So what happens is, you guys don't settle in the best ways. I mean, I'm sure sometimes you drive each other nuts, sometimes a little bit, but it comes from a good place. You both just want to create the very best music you can, and you guys take pride in it, and that is a good collaborator to have. Like, that's fantastic that they get you in a way that very few people will, and they will push you in a way that's healthy for both of you.
Yeah, and I think it's that way with the whole band.
Yeah,
so everyone is pushing. So
yeah,
so it's, yeah.
I mean, so. I mean, some days I'm sure it's like, oh fuck, but I mean, some, but
sometimes, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, again, you've been together for a long time as a band. It's gonna happen, but at the same time, it's coming from a very healthy place. Say, hey, we want our very best stuff out, or the very best we can. I wouldn't.
Yes.
I don't know how close to perfectionist. I hope it's not over like crazy, but
no, it's not like that, because like with this album, we didn't want too modern production.
Yeah,
good, very good, but not too modern. So yeah, we wanted to have that, like what is the word, like
authentic.
Yeah. So
yeah,
just like with the drums, I don't like too modern handling of drums. So we kind of want to have that,
yeah,
not too modern and not too plastic kind of production.
No,
good, but some way or organic. I think that's the word, organic.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So
and that's our sound, and that's where we have had many like good reviews, and many have said about that it's a good thing. That it's not. It's something just different.
No,
so
when I listen to this your album, just get ready for this interview. It's like, no, it feels like it feels. I don't want a perfect album. Like it's something I've come to terms with. I don't want I want an album that feels human, like the person performs. Organic, human. But the thing is, we don't make perfect things. There's slight imperfections. But the best thing about that, right? There's slight imperfections, but here's the thing. They're what make your sound. They're what make my voice when I write story. So it's why I'm such an obnoxious person on this podcast. There's a piece of
Definitely
me.
like that. Yeah.
Yeah, because there's a piece of you that's real. And those flaws accentuate your differences from everybody else.
Yes,
It allows
yes.
you to change and grow and lets you create something brand new. So when you so again, you don't want shit quality, like you don't want that, but what you want, you don't want a synthetic, robotic, who the fuck wants
Yeah.
perfect?
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
Right.
So just like that. Yeah, you put it good. So
Yeah, I get it. No, I totally get it. Okay, so I'm going to ask the lame question here, and then I'm going to let you guys plug. And if you guys, I see you got a guitar there. If you want to do something on the show, you're more than welcome to. But but if you don't, also just fine. It's totally your call. So, what was your favorite? I know I'm picking children here, but what was your favorite song to make on this album? And you both can answer this question. So,
to make.
yeah, to make or perform, either way.
You first.
Ladies first.
Yeah.
Push to the front line. Here, sacrificial lamb. You pick a song.
The favorite song is "We Are the Night."
Okay.
But the easiest one to play, to perform is Alice.
Very cool.
Yeah.
It's a tricky song to play, "We Are the Night," but I love the song.
Yeah. But
Yeah, for me also, Alice is fun to play. It's easy and it's fun to play. But probably my favorite song is the title track.
yeah,
It's my favorite song of the album. So
it's a good one. Like I guess I'm listening to I'm gonna be listening to your album probably for the rest of the day while I write. Like this is my only podcast stuff for the day, and I'm like it's nice taking a break from it. So it's like I'm writing to your music. I'm making evil giant robot dogs in your honor. So just so you know.
yeah, that's probably
Yeah, it's cool.
the title
Cool.
track. But Alice is fun to play. You can have fun and yeah.
No, it's cool to have a song that's eloquent and simple. I don't know if that's the right way to describe Alice, but because it is an easy song to play, sometimes you can just have the most fun with something really simple.
That's yeah.
Yeah, totally. All right.
That's those two are my favorites.
No, it's fair. It's totally fair. Guys, I hope this was fun for you, like being coming on the show.
Yeah.
It was great.
Thank
Thanks
you
for having us. So.
Yeah, no, honestly, you have a great album. Like, good luck. I hope that things go well. I get the feeling you guys are going to have a blast this summer. I totally do, and I genuinely hope that the album does well, everything else goes well, and that you're able to keep making music. Kudos to you guys also. I mean, for taking yourself seriously and going for it. That's, again, no matter what anybody else says, it's a lot of guts. I mean, yeah, maybe the support's there, but it's still not an easy thing to do. So, like, congrats on everything you've accomplished, and I hope you accomplish much, much more, and you get to more where you want to go. So
thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yeah. So we probably should do the plugging stuff, huh? Like professionals or some shit, right? Probably should do that. So where can people find your album? Where would you like them to go to find your album? And how can they find and interact with you guys?
Well, you can contact us. Yes, Facebook.
Yeah. Like if you have a webpage, this is the part you get to promote and promote whatever you want. So you want to
promote it's amothband.com is the the official
page.
Yeah, sure.
And of course, Facebook, Instagram,
social media.
You name it.
Yes, so did I get that right?
Amothband.
Yeah.
Instagram.com/amothband.
Okay.
And,
I'll put the Instagram up there because everybody likes Instagram. So
yeah. And of course, the album is in every streaming platform: Spotify, Apple Music, whatever. And of course, you can buy the physical album also from our record company,
Sure.
Rockshop Records. They have a store.
Okay. Rockshot
Like-
Records.
Yeah,
Okay.
Rockshop. I think,
So
is it in Amazon?
I think
Probably.
so. I think so.
Probably from Amazon also.
okay.
How do
sorry,
you
it's
say?
not there yet, but it will be there.
Oh, all right.
Or
no.
when you go there.
So, ladies and gentlemen, the album is Hour of the Wolf. It's fantastic. They did a really good job of it. Guys, thank you very much for having me. I'm going to just do a little plug. Stay with me just until after the show ends because I do have a couple questions I'm going to ask you guys. Just a request. Yeah. But for everybody watching, everybody listening, thank you guys for watching. Thank you for listening. Amoth Hour of the Wolf is available now. It came out at the end of January. Definitely check it out. If you want to support this podcast, you can do so in a number of different ways. I am, like I said, trained professional here, ladies and gentlemen. I almost know what I'm doing. Don't tell anybody, or something to that effect anyway. But my latest release is right here. This is Alice 1. It's Alice in Wonderland meets Greek mythology. Alice follows the Queen of Hearts over the edge of the world, and she ends up in the Greek underworld. And to escape, she must play a game of croquet against Jason of the Argonauts. And in order to do that, she must traverse the maze and play croquet. And along the way, Alice and company encounter gods, monsters, and perhaps the most terrifying thing of all, themselves. It's available now. Finally, MerrillPublishing.com is currently doing a little deal where you can get their book Far, Far Away. If you put the code Joshing in the code, you can definitely go get their book at Far, Far Away for 20% off. Just put the code in Joshing at MerrillPublishing.com. To everybody watching, everybody listening, thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Stay inspired. Keep shining in the dark. And I'll see you guys tomorrow.